Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to do Soulcalibur 6 online gameplay with Rurouni Kenshin. Yes, that's one of my created characters. So real quick, for every 50 subscribers this channel gets, I'm going to do a $50 giveaway to one lucky subscriber through either PayPal, Cash App, or Venmo. If you happen to have your own YouTube channel, I will subscribe to your channel as well. I think all YouTube creators should subscribe to one another's channels to help each other's channel grow. So if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do so and hit the like button down below. Don't forget to check out the community page to see the latest image poll. I also have a new playlist called Announcements, so you can stay informed with everything you need to know about this channel, upcoming events, raffles, and giveaways. So if you want to support this channel, any donation, big or small, will help the channel grow. Thank you, and I hope you enjoyed today's video. Alright, so real quick, let's get into Rurouni Kenshin's story, right? Well, before we even get to that, not too long ago, they were already talking about remaking the animated series, and I know I'm not the only one. Besides the the stuff that happened with the creator, unfortunately we found out some pretty disgusting things. Even though I think the Rurouni Kenshin is one of the best animes that I've seen in my whole entire life, including all his movies, the creator himself is a piece of crap. I'm sorry. We all know. I don't even want to talk about what the crap he did. You're going to have to Google it for yourself. I don't, condone the crap that he did, but the show itself, I mean, his work has nothing to do with his personal life. At least that's the way I want to look at it, because I enjoy the show, and because of his, lifestyle, I don't want that to ruin my love of the show. And when I heard that they were remaking the animated series, man, I was through the roof. I was so happy and excited because it's one of my best shows. And in the original series, to be honest, like after Makoto Shishio and the other guy who knows the same Hitsu Mitsurugi fighting style, after those two series, then the show really died down. Like, they didn't know what else to make. There were no more interesting stories. I think like the show just gave up. They just didn't know what to do. But that Makoto Shishio story and the other guy's story were the best thing, the best highlights. Like the first 70 episodes were amazing, 100 out of 100. Then the last 30 was just whatever. And even the movies were amazing. Like my best one was the story about his scar on his cheek, and then the last one about the brother of his girl, the game, his original wife, who gave him the scar and shit. So again, I'm happy that they're making a remake. I would love to see how they're gonna go about it. I would love to see a new fight between Makoto Shishio and Kenshin, a new, better, because they have to go better and beyond. You can't just copy it just to copy it. At least that's the way I see it. If you're gonna bother to make a remake, you have to make it better than what it was, and I hope they do an amazing job. I really do. I mean, I'm not gonna be able to get through all of his, movies and stuff, but again, I'll do what I can. So it says here, soft-spoken. Now they're talking about Kenshin Himura's character right now. Soft-spoken, sincere, humble. Himura Kenshin, usual demeanor suits perfectly. Always willing to put others before himself. And it says here, in both terms of well-being and social standing. Kenshin usually refers to others in the noble horrific of dono, while nearby always speaking of himself, the particular humble pronoun shisha. Now translated by Viz Media as this one, and the ending phrase with the formal verb the gazura, translated by Media Blasters as the phrase like that is it, or that I am. He carries himself, let me see here, it says carry himself with an air of amicable temperance, polite, conversing with the people that he encounters, and freely giving his meager service to those who need a hand. Kenshin does not hesitate to put himself in the path of harm to shield those around him. Now, despite being, it says, despite his demeanor of the Meiji era, Kenshin was a very complex man during the Bakumutsu as a teenager. Now, I don't remember if that was the right era. I don't know if it's taking from the movie or not, but Again, let me keep reading. It says Kenshin was an impatient, idealistic, and often easily embarrassed, frustrated. He often tried to maintain a certain image among his colleagues. In the Ishibi, being quick to anger when dealing with the taunts about the relationship with Tomei. Now, Tomei is from the movie Samurai X. If you haven't seen Samurai X, go Google it, sit down, and go watch that movie. You will not be disappointed. Samurai X is the reason why I even bothered watching Kenshin Himura's story, his life, because Samurai X is the first thing, then you get the TV series, and then the other movies. And man, what a fucking great movie. And Samurai X, damn, so I don't want to spoil it if you're going to watch it now, but it's such a good movie. Tomei is his girl. Now, he's not really easily embarrassed, but he's just, doesn't like being taunted. And that motherfucker got mad real quick when he stomped his sword on the thing. Everybody stood quiet because they know that man, he meant business. But I'm going to see if I could try to avoid some landmines or spoilers. But go do yourself a favor. Go watch Samurai X. It's a great anime. You will enjoy it. It's kind of bloody as hell, but, it's an anime. I mean, you get what you get. So it says the image, he tries to keep a certain image. And I don't remember the name of the group being Ishini Shishi. I don't. Unless that's the guy they're talking about who got him, that he was working with, that he was paired with. So, I don't know. Now it says here about his relationship with Tomei during their time before going into hiding, such as with the silent threats of the Izuku, with his sword for making remarks about him and Tomei. Exactly, see, that's the problem we're talking about. His tendencies to be caught off guard or embarrassment on romantic or sexual matters of women remained with him well into his 20s. One such example was during the, Jinkuchu arc, when Sono lied and Karu about what they were planning on doing, telling her that they would be checking out the red light district, embarrassing both Kenshin and Karu. Now, Karu is the young girl from the TV series now, and earning a blushing look of anger from Rurouni. So the red light district, I guess is full of whores or whatever. So it says here, tormented by his past of the Hidokiri, Kenshin was developed as an acute appreciation for life, and was taking a vow of his heart to never again kill another person and to do everything within his power to protect people from being killed. Now, yes, at the end of the movie, well, not even in the TV series, they really explain this. In the TV series, when he decides to quit, the guy gives him a sword. I forgot the guy who created his sword. He was like, "Listen, we'll try to be a swordsman with this. It should be," and that's when he got his the reverse blade sword. Again, he said, "A high caliber swordsman as yourself, you can't just quit. You have to live and die by the sword. So try to be a swordsman with this," and that's when he gave him the reverse blade sword. Again, the fucking TV series so good. At least the first 70 episodes. They should have just ended at that. I don't know why they gave us 30 episodes of nonsense. Like, they had no real storytelling. But again, the first 70 episodes, 100 out of 100. I hope the remake makes it even better. But let me see. So yes, so he gets the reverse blade swords and then he quits. So he vows that, and again, I don't know why they're not calling him by his real name. He's Batosai the Manslayer. That was the name he was given at such a young age, and he was the captain of his group because he was the best assassin. And again, eventually Makoto Shisho took that role of the Manslayer in the TV show. Again, they will explain that as well. And what a rivalry they have, man. Again, I can't wait to see the remake do that fight, because that fight with Makoto Shisho and Kenshin was amazing. And to be honest, I think Makoto had that shit won if he really wanted to. But all bad guys gotta keep talking until they lose, right? Let me see what else it says here. So, hold on. Okay, so getting back to the story, it says this vow is the defining characteristic of Kenshin's personality and primary motivation for his transition into a Rurouni. Now, despite this, however, he holds his existence cheap and carries his heart grievous guilt of preventing him from becoming emotionally close to to the people around him, and that compels him to a life of service. Hold on, let me see here. We gotta scroll down. A life of service, humble service, and selfless personality of sacrifice. Now, in this time period, now he's already wandering Japan as a wanderer for 10 years. So that's 10 years after all the battles have been won, and that's when he meets Miss Kaoru. When he's 28 years old, but he's already tiring of wandering around, and that's where the TV series kicks in. So, and this is why, you know, he carries himself this way. Now it says, even though with his immense skills as a prolific swordsman, let me scroll down here. Prolific swordsman, Kenshin refrains from wielding his great combat strength for his own sake, drawing his sword only for the well-being of others. When the words fails to appease the aggressors or attackers, as you would say, although unwilling to simply be killed by unrelated attackers, Kenshin freely accepts that any grudges against his past self are well-deserved and remembers the faces of every person that he has wronged as the Hitokiri Batosai. So when they say that, you know, I guess they're trying to, the way I like watching the anime series, especially the dub, is when they say Batosai, the manslayer. So I guess they call it different here. Just like I thought, we are going to run out of time, so I'm not going to be able to finish this whole story today. But do yourself a favor, go catch that movie, Samurai X. It's an animated movie. Go watch that. And then watch the TV series, Kenshin Himura. And yeah, man, you're going to love it. It's a very good anime. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. But before I go, I just want to wish everyone a happy new year, a happy 2023, and I'm ready for this New Year's. I have a lot of plans, a lot of ideas, and I just want to wish you guys, you and your family, a happy New Year's. See you guys on the next video.